Now I am become death, the destroyer of worlds.
A complex and divisive story emerges as the dark background of Oppenheimer and the atomic bomb is revealed. During World War II, J. Robert Oppenheimer, the man who created the atomic bomb, was a vital member of the Manhattan Project team. His involvement in the creation of weapons of mass destruction, however, marred his legacy. Welcome to my channel, The Mystery Files. Before diving into the mysteries of history, there is a small reminder. If you're really interested in this kind of information, do not hesitate to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon if you don't want to miss out on our new videos. Who really was J. Robert Oppenheimer, the inventor of the atomic bomb? On April 22, 1904, Julius Robert Oppenheimer was born in New York City. His mother was a painter, while his father, a German immigrant, worked in the textile import business to contribute to the family's substantial wealth. Oppenheimer grew in a Manhattan apartment allegedly furnished with pieces of art. Oppenheimer developed into an outstanding student and excelled not just in physics but also in chemistry, Latin, Greek, poetry, and Eastern philosophy while a student at Harvard University. After graduating from Harvard, he conducted research to the University of Göttingen in Germany to study with pioneers in the area of then revolutionary quantum physics. He earned a PhD and rapidly gained an excellent track record. He accepted 2 teaching positions at the University of California, Berkeley and Caltech, sharing his time between the 2 institutions while having a significant impact on the next generation of physicists. Oppenheimer mingled with communism in the 1930s, interacting with communist students and backing the Republican side of the Spanish Civil War that was leaning left, but he never really joined the Communist Party. It should be remembered that at the time, many people viewed communism as a viable alternative to Nazism, and Oppenheimer reportedly became indignant over his Jewish ancestors' suffering in Nazi Germany. However, the outbreak of World War II would put Oppenheimer's political objectives on hold and drastically alter the course of physics in ways no one could have predicted. A complicated and difficult journey is revealed as the dark history of Oppenheimer and the atomic bomb is revealed. The Manhattan Project was a research and development initiative that resulted in the development of the first atomic weapon during the World War II, with J. Robert Oppenheimer as its significant director. What inspired the Manhattan Project? Renowned scientists, including Albert Einstein, warned American leaders of the severe threat should the Nazis be the first to develop a nuclear bomb after the Nazi invasion of Poland in 1939. Enter Oppenheimer. To determine how nuclear energy could be condensed into an unrivaled military force, the US Army gathered American and British physicists. Oppenheimer was selected as the project administrator, and the operations code name was the Manhattan Project. He was in charge of numerous secret laboratories, including the infamous one he built in the remote desert plateau of Los Alamos, New Mexico. When did the nuclear bombs detonate? In fact, the Manhattan Project was successful on its own terms on July 16, 1945, in a remote region of New Mexico close to Alamogordo. Work at Los Alamos resulted in the first nuclear test explosion. The atomic bomb was only actually dropped after Germany had submitted to Allied forces in World War II. Nevertheless, despite Japan's active involvement as an Axis state against the American and British allies, the US detonated 2 nuclear bombs at Nagasaki and Hiroshima in August 1945. The only nuclear bombs ever used in conflict were the original nukes. What occurred with Oppenheimer's life and career following the atomic bomb? Oppenheimer left his position as director of the Manhattan Project just a few months after the bomb was dropped in Japan. He became the leader of the Institute for Advanced Study, a group of academics, in 1947. From 1947 to 1952, he also served as the chairman of the General Advisory Committee of the Atomic Energy Commission, a government organization. He was strongly against the creation of the hydrogen bomb, a much more potent nuclear weapon that was created but never used in combat. By 1953, Oppenheimer's standing in the eyes of American policymakers started to deteriorate. He was made aware of a vital military security study during the Cold War Red Scare, which highlighted his prior ties to the Communist Party and his opposition to the H-bomb. A security inquiry that made headlines exposed Oppenheimer to more scrutiny. Despite being exonerated of all treason charges in 1953, he lost both his AEC post and access to military secrets. Later, he received silent treatment from some quarters and allegedly never fully recovered his spirits. How did Oppenheimer die? Oppenheimer passed away at the age of 62 from throat cancer in Princeton, New Jersey on February 18, 1967. However, the US government had at least partially defended him after his persecution during the Cold War. The Fermi Award, given by President Johnson in 1963 to the greatest scientists for their lifetime contributions to energy utilization, is the highest honor given by the AEC. Furthermore, without at least a passing mention of Oppenheimer's historic life and career, no one will seriously discuss nuclear weapons or watch Oppenheimer. He doesn't slot into easy categories of pro-nuclear, anti-nuclear or anything like that, historian Alex Wellerstein told PBS NewsHour. He's a tricky figure. That brings us to the end of this video. Thanks for staying to the end of this one, and don't forget to like, share, subscribe and tell us what you think about this video down in the comment section.